Happy Friday, scientists! How are you? Wow. A lot of you are really excited to learn about penguins. I am too. I have a lot of research to share with you. But first, I would like to know what you already know about penguins. So, what do you already know about penguins? Oh, cool! I knew that too. I heard somebody say that penguins are the only birds that can't fly. How many other scientists knew that? Wow, that's quite a few of you. Some of you also mentioned that penguins live in the snow. Lots of our scientists have quite a bit of knowledge about penguins. Well, let's continue our learning together. I have to go grab my globe to help me explain some things. So let me go ahead and grab that and see a map of the whole world. And we're back on Earth. So let's find San Francisco. Oh, right here. Oh, we look so small every time. But anyways, I learned that penguins live on every continent that is south of the equator. And for those that don't know, the equator is the middle part of the Earth that gets the most sunlight, which means it's the hottest part of Earth. Let's find the equator together. So it's in the middle, and luckily this globe shows us really easily. All this along the middle is the equator. So I found it right in the middle, like I had learned. Now, we have to look at all the continents south of this, and this will tell us where penguins live. So let's check them out. I'm going to flip it over, scientists, so it's a little easier for me to read. So we have Antarctica. Let me see. Above. Africa, which is a continent. Madagascar is not. South America. Ooh, New Zealand and Australia. And parts of Asia, but not very much. So Antarctica, Australia, New Zealand, Africa, and South America. Those are all continents that can have penguins. Wow, so many places for penguins to live. And you know what I realized? Some of these places aren't really known for being cold or snowy. I feel like I read something about that. Oh, yes, most penguins, live in colder climates that snow, but some are able to live on islands, some of which are on the equator. What's important, though, is that they always live around the ocean. They spend most of their time in the water, and they're wonderful divers and swimmers. They're actually faster underwater than they are on land. They live in areas with a lot of aquatic animals like fish, whales, krill, and squid. How lucky, penguins always get to live on the beach. Did you know any of these things before? Oh, some of you knew that they spent a lot of time in the water. That's awesome knowledge to have. You know, they're not amphibians though. Even though they live on land, they're not really terrestrial animals. They're birds and aquatic animals. The name for that is a marine bird. But again, they don't fly. What else did I learn? Oh, I came across a word you may or may not know. Have you heard of the word carnivore? Oh, some haven't. Well, a carnivore is a living thing that only eats meat and does not eat any plants, including fruits and vegetables. It turns out that penguins are carnivores. They enjoy eating krill, fish, and squid. I just made some connections. So penguins can swim and live near oceans. The oceans near them always have fish, krill, whales, and squid. 3 of those aquatic animals are in the penguins' diet. So that's where they get their food. They swim in the ocean to get their food. I'm sure it helps that they're really fast swimmers. That was useful. I should remember more of the things that I read. I think it's helping. The oceans, they remind me of salt water. Yes. As many of you might know, us humans cannot drink water from the ocean. It makes us sick and doesn't hydrate us. Penguins have this special organ in their body that filters out the salt in salt water and makes it drinkable. They can drink from melted snow, little puddles of ocean water, or other sources and make it safe with their own bodies. They also get water from the food that they eat. Científicos, now do you understand why the penguins spend so much time in the water? Me too. They get their food and their water from there. It seems like their habitat, the ocean, and the bit of land meets their needs. I would really like to remember this learning. Let's write that down. Let's write down what we've learned about penguins and their habitats. You can take out your science notebook to write notes with me. I'm gonna write penguins eat fish, krill, and squid. Penguins, like this guy. Penguins eat fish, krill, and squid, not whales. I hope you were able to keep up with me. Next, let's answer our question about water. We can say they can filter the salt out of the ocean's water. I'm gonna use blue. They can filter salt out of ocean water, which we cannot do. Awesome. Should we write a sentence about their habitat? I think so too. How about we write, the ocean provides penguins with food and water? All right. What color am I going to use? Purple. The ocean, oops, I made a mistake. I'm going to turn that into an A. The ocean provides them with food and water. Period. My. We learned quite a bit today. What was something new that you learned about penguins? Oh, cool. I didn't know that they could also live in warmer places. Well, I really appreciated learning and making connections with you. I can't wait to see you again next week so we can learn even more. Nos vemos, pingüinos.